I believe I'm the best player ever in football history. No one was better. The numbers say that. I'm the most complete football player that has ever existed. People could like Messi or Maradona, Pele, and I respect it, yes, but I'm the most complete, and the numbers are saying that. I haven't seen anyone better than me in football history, and I'm saying truth from my heart. I'm fast, I'm strong, I score with my header or with my left. No one has ever been more complete than me. I'm the best player in history. I really believe that. That was the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, talking to Edu Aguirre, who's a Spanish reporter and journalist. So that's what we want to talk about today. The words of Cristiano Ronaldo, proclaiming himself the best, the greatest footballer of all time, number one, the GOAT. And today I wanted to talk about that. That's very interesting. That's this is a debate that's one of the greatest in just sports history, not just football, but it's one of the most spoken or talked about debates in sports history, certainly in football history. And we hadn't touched that on this channel on We Talk Football. So today I wanted to talk about that, as Cristiano Ronaldo said this week. But before, please remember to subscribe to the channel at We Talk Football 24. And also follow us on all our social media platforms at We Talk Football 24 on Instagram and We Talk Football on Facebook. Very interesting video. I'm looking forward to talking about this. But yeah, let's get into it. So Cristiano Ronaldo, claims to be the greatest footballer in history. Now, that's fine. Of course, you want to have belief in yourself, and I don't have a problem with him saying that. But I just disagree. I really do, and I think I think it's not a crazy thing. It's not really crazy to say Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest footballer of all time, right? We've seen what he's done. We've seen all his accomplishments, his individual accomplishments, team accomplishments, and everything he's done in football. But I just don't agree with Cristiano Ronaldo as the greatest player of all time. And today I wanted to talk about why I think there are a few players above Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And it's not a knock on Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's just what I see. And let's start with Pele. I think, in my opinion, now wait, in this video, I will give you my greatest players list. I'll give you my top 10 of all time. I'll give you my Mount Rushmore, and I'll just give you a top 10 anyway, right? And I wanted to start with the great Pele. Pele, when I was growing up, everyone used to say Pele is the greatest footballer of all time. He's the greatest player. People in football, people who don't really follow the sport, who said that. My parents, my grandparents, people, my family, everyone used to say Pele is the greatest of all time because of the 3 World Cups that he won with Brazil and also the amount of goals that he scored. But I genuinely do believe that Pele is a better footballer than Cristiano Ronaldo. Mm. Now, I say that because as a footballer, just in terms of his footballing talent and skills, I think he's a more natural footballer than Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I do think, I do think that Pele and Ronaldo have a lot of similarities, even though, like, and what I mean is, athletically they were supreme. Pele is not that tall, you know. If you look at him, he's about 5'8", So he was quite a short man, but the things that he could do physically were amazing. Like his leap, right? He had a really high vertical jump, and for a small man like him to jump over defenders and score headers was amazing. I do that's some of the similarities I see between Pele and Ronaldo in terms of like physically. Ronaldo's great hitting the ball, same as Pele. Left foot, right foot, both are amazing. They both scored a lot of goals. But I think because Pele is a more natural footballer as well, along with his physical gifts, he's a better player than Cristiano Ronaldo, in my opinion. And I think what he did with Brazil, I mean, he won the first three World Cups, right? In Brazilian history. Now, of course, the second World Cup, he got injured in the first, halfway through the first game, and he missed the entirety of the tournament. Garrincha took over, and Brazil won that tournament. But he does get credited with a World Cup medal. And in my opinion, I think Pele is a better footballer than Cristiano Ronaldo, because if you want to stack up their achievements, let's say their achievements are a little like they are a wash, they are even, right? I think, and their goals, let's say their goals are even because they both scored a buckload of goals in their careers, right? But I think in terms of just natural talent and footballing, pure footballing talent, Pele trumps Ronaldo. Because I don't think Ronaldo is the most talented footballer that I've seen, right? And this has been a debate for a few years now, with people coming out like Eden Hazard saying he is better than Ronaldo, footballing wise. And I don't think there's a lot of arguments in terms of that. But that's why I would take Pele, because of naturally, as a naturally gifted footballer, Pele was just higher than Ronaldo. His talent is better than what Ronaldo has. Mm. Now here's another player that I think is better than Ronaldo. Diego Maradona. In my team, if I had to start a team, if I had to choose a player, I would, in a heartbeat like that, man, I would definitely 100% take Diego Maradona over Cristiano Ronaldo. I think um, Maradona was amazing. Of course, with Maradona, right? His peak wasn't as long as Ronaldo. Ronaldo's peak is long because he's been playing since pro football. I think since 2003, and he's it's how many years now? 25. So it's been 22 years, and he's been playing high level, football, and he's won trophies in that time. So I think, of course, in terms of longevity, it's Ronaldo. Maybe Ronaldo is his longevity at the highest level is probably the highest of anyone ever in football. Of course, Messi's also got a high, peak for a very long time. Messi's longevity, don't underestimate that. But I think Ronaldo is slightly above that, but mm, I think that's the only thing that Ronaldo would have over Maradona. Trophies, of course, because, Ronaldo won more trophies. Mm, but let's see. Let's look at this. This is why I say Diego Maradona is better than Ronaldo. And I look at what he could do individually to take a team forward and to take, you know, teams that were relatively small and not expected to win anything to victory, to the pinnacle. And let's start with, of course, I think the pinnacle of Diego Maradona leading that Argentinian team to a World Cup victory in 1986. No one expected that from Maradona. No one expected, Argentina to win that tournament. Going into that tournament, you had teams like Brazil, you had teams like England, who had better squads and players. You had teams like Germany, who had better squads and players. And for Diego Maradona to captain that team and push it forward to the victory that they had, in my opinion, that's one of the greatest achievements in football history. And it's definitely the greatest World Cup performance by a player in World Cup history, in football history. Diego Maradona, 1986. Um, because if you look at it, right, that team didn't have great players. Maradona was there, but no one else who was at or close to Maradona's level. So he took a really average team, and he won them the World Cup. And in the manner that he did, those goals that he scored, the inspiration that he gave the team. I mean, you don't look too far. You just look at the quarterfinal game against England, where he scored probably the greatest goal ever. You know, of course, it started with the controversy of the hand of God, um, and of course, that was it. Should have been, it shouldn't have been a goal. It shouldn't have stood, but I think that just adds to the aura, to the greatness of Diego Maradona, right? As controversial as that is, it just adds to his aura, his image. And he followed that up with, as I said, probably the greatest goal that you'll ever see. Taking the whole England team, including the goalkeeper, and scoring an amazing goal. And leading Argentina to victory and winning the World Cup against Germany in the final. That is peak. That is peak individual football performance. Um, and also, let's not forget some of the things that he did after that. And then, he went to Napoli. Now, Napoli had never won anything. Napoli had never won anything before Diego Maradona got there. And in the same year, in 1986-1987 season, they won the Serie A, which was huge. That's huge for Napoli. And they won it again 1989 to 1990 season, right? And in my opinion, like those three things that he did, winning Argentina the World Cup and the two Serie A titles for Napoli. Napoli also wasn't a great team, bro. Like, look at it. Napoli wasn't a great team. Napoli is the Napoli that we know today because of Diego Maradona. Probably Napoli in their lifetime, before Maradona signed with them, they never would have imagined signing or having a player like Diego Maradona. And they've never come close to having a player like that ever anyway. That's why he's a god there. That's why his name is on the Napoli stadium. And for things like that, I think Diego Maradona is above Cristiano Ronaldo. He also won a UEFA Cup in 1988, 1989, which is the equivalent of the Europa League. Before that, before that, Napoli would never have imagined winning those three trophies, right? Um, and of course, he won the Coppa Italia. So in 1987, he won the cup double, the Serie A and the Coppa Italia. That's incredible, man. Won the UEFA Cup and won another Serie A title. And that was in a time span, let me see. So he was at Napoli for 7 years, and he won three trophies, three major trophies for Napoli. And that before 2 years ago, with Victor Osimhen leading Napoli to the Serie A, that was the last title they won in 1989. That was the last title they won with Diego Maradona. And that just speaks to the greatness of the man, right? Um, he won one Ballon d'Or, and another special, of course, Player of the Century Ballon d'Or, which he shared with Pele. And so that's why I think Maradona is greater than Ronaldo. Even the natural talent, the natural gifts of Diego Maradona are far superior than what Cristiano Ronaldo has as a naturally gifted footballer. I think Diego Maradona ranks higher for me than Cristiano Ronaldo. Um, and the last one is the easiest one. I think everyone knows who I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Lionel Messi. You cannot tell the story of Cristiano Ronaldo without talking about Lionel Messi. You cannot talk about Lionel Messi without talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. They are eternally linked, and they will eternally be spoken about in that kind of sense as two players. Um, I think I think because they played in the same era, it's a blessing for me. And I truly mean that, man. Like, it's a blessing for me, and I think for anyone who's ever watched football and watched them too. It's a blessing to have seen them at the same time in the same era, prime, going at it eyeball to eyeball, butting, and they won everything. They won everything. They were exchanging blows, Ballon d'Or for Ballon d'Or, Champions League. You know, all those trophies that they won, all those accolades, Golden Boot awards for Golden Boot Award, and you know the achievements that they had. But it's Lionel Messi. It's just Lionel Messi better than Ronaldo, man. And there's so many things. There's so many achievements. Like I don't even know where to start with why Messi is better than Ronaldo. But let me start here. Naturally, as a naturally gifted footballer, again, this what I see with my eyes. Lionel Messi is the most talented footballer ever, even more talented than Diego Maradona, Pele. I think um, the only person in terms of talent who can speak to Lionel Messi would be R9, Brazilian Ronaldo. And, you know, just in that but in itself is why I think Lionel Messi is better than Ronaldo. But also all the other things that I saw them do. The individual accolades, like Messi has 8 Ballon d'Ors, Ronaldo has 5. Messi has more Golden Boot awards than Ronaldo. I think Messi has 6, Ronaldo has 4. And it's not like if I rattle out the stats, it's gonna be an insane long, list. But I'll give you a few things that I think make Messi greater than Ronaldo. People always say Ronaldo is the greater goal scorer, but I think it's Lionel Messi because even though Ronaldo has way more goals than Lionel Messi has a better game goals to games ratio. Um, Lionel Messi has a 0.78 ratio, while Ronaldo has a 0.73, which is amazing in itself, right? 0.73, anyone would want that, any striker, any goal scorer. But Messi with 7.8, 0.78 is greater. And people always used to say Messi is doing it in La Liga, which is an easier league. Well, Ronaldo went there for 9 years and he won 2 La Liga titles. In that same time span, Lionel Messi won 6. And For me, it's not just because he played in La Liga. Ronaldo played there, but he didn't dominate like Lionel Messi. Um, the trophies, Messi has more trophies than Ronaldo. And also, there was this narrative, especially after the 2016 European Championships, when Ronaldo and Portugal won it. People said Cristiano Ronaldo is better than Messi because he's a better performer outside his club. And what Messi then proceeded to do from 2020 is win three back-to-back major tournaments with Argentina. And I think he proved to be a better player on the international stage. And even before Argentina won all those trophies, I was saying Messi was better because Messi faced better competition in South America. Respects to European football, but if you're playing teams like Georgia and Luxembourg and all those nations that don't have professional footballers, they don't have professional leagues, you're playing against people who are fishermen, who are managers, people who have daytime jobs, who are good at playing football and they represent their country. Of course, you're going to rattle more hat tricks internationally. Of course, you're going to score more goals internationally because also another thing, you play more games in Europe than in South America. But that's not why I used to think Messi is better internationally. I saw what Messi did for Argentina. He won number one before Argentina won all those trophies. Right, I was saying Messi is better than Ronaldo internationally because Messi won. No, he won the 2008 Olympic Games, right? And people say before they used to say that doesn't count. And he was the player of the tournament, right? That's number one. He won the Copa America 2014. Oh, no, no, sorry, the World Cup 2014 MVP. Best player at the World Cup in 2014. He was the best player in the Copa America in 2016. And he had won three international MVPs, best player awards, before Argentina went on this run. Ronaldo won the European Championship in 2016 and didn't win player of the tournament. That went to Dimitri Payet, right? Dimitri Payet. And like, in my opinion, like, wait. I'm trying to search for something here. Okay, cool. Now, in my opinion, he should have and not only in that tournament, Ronaldo has never won an international MVP in his career. He's never won an MVP for Portugal, even with all those Ballon d'Ors that he has, and even in that 2016 team of the tournament, right? I Ronaldo only got a starting. He was only a starter in the team of the tournament. He was in the team of the tournament, but he wasn't the best player. That award, as I said, went to Dimitri Payet. And then Messi won Player of the Tournament in 2020, Copa America, and in the 2022 World Cup. So Messi has five international Best Player Award of the tournament awards, while Ronaldo has zero. So that narrative that lived that Ronaldo is a better international player than Messi, it was just not true. It was flatly false. And it's been proven over the past few years as well. Messi creates more goals, of course. Messi all time I think he's the highest assist maker, and he's created the most goals, 379 goals created, while Ronaldo 257. And this is another thing. Ronaldo in that interview said he's the most complete player because he can score goals in many different ways. But that's the only thing That's the only thing that Ronaldo does, right? In my opinion, like when I watch, and this is the most important thing that I think Messi is the greatest. When I watch Ronaldo play and he doesn't score a goal, I don't leave I don't stop the game watching and thinking Ronaldo was the best player on the pitch. Whenever he scores, that's when I feel like, oh, Ronaldo is the best player on the pitch for that day, for that game, right? I never watch a Messi game and feel like he's the best player because he scored goals. I say that because of what I see. He's the best player because of how he plays, because of what he does. And Messi doesn't need to score goals to be the best player in any game. When Barcelona scored 5 goals against Real Madrid and Cristiano was there, remember, Messi didn't score a goal, but he was man of the match for that game. David Villa scored 2 goals. Xavi scored. I think it was not Boyan. Boyan didn't score, but an academy player for Barcelona scored. I can't remember his name. You know, other players scored in that game. Messi didn't score, but he was the best player on the pitch. And so that's why, in my opinion, I feel like Messi is better than Ronaldo. And he's more complete. Ronaldo says he's more complete. Messi is more complete than Ronaldo because if you take away the goals, Ronaldo doesn't really affect the game that much, right? But if you take away the goals from Messi, he creates goals. He's a better dribbler than Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a better passer of the ball than Cristiano Ronaldo. He dictates the game. The game revolves around Lionel Messi, and that's why he's a better player because he's more complete offensively. Messi's more complete than Ronaldo offensively. So I guess Cristiano Ronaldo was maybe what he was trying to say. He's more complete in terms like he's physically, he's more complete than Messi. But offensively, Messi's far complete. So I could go through all the stats. I could go through everything. But that's why I think Lionel Messi is greater than Cristiano Ronaldo. So, yeah, there you have it. Anyway, before I end the video, I said I would give you my top 10. Let me make it. Let me start with my Mount Rushmore. Number 1, Lionel Messi, of course. I have Diego Maradona as number 2, Pele number 3, and Ronaldo 4. That's my Mount Rushmore. If I make it a top 10, Zidane is my 5th, Ronaldo R9, Brazilian Ronaldo is 6th. 7th, I have Iniesta. 8th, I have Ronaldinho. 9, Johan Cruyff, and 10, Xavi Hernandez. That's my top 10. But anyway, thank you very much for joining. That was a great video. I enjoyed talking about that. These are the kind of debates that I do like. I do love to talk about these kind of things. And I haven't had much of a chance to talk about them recently, but I felt like this was a great opportunity for me to talk about this. Anyway, let me know what you think. What is your top 10, or who's in your Mount Rushmore of football players in history? Who's your top 4? Let me know. Leave your comments down below. Remember to follow us everywhere. Have a nice weekend and awareness.